Om Sharavana Bhava Om Sharavana Bhava Om Sharavana Bhava அருவமும் உருவமாகி அநாதியாய் பலவாய் ஒன்றாய் பிரம்மமாய் நின்ற ஜோதி பிழம்பதோர் மேனியாகி கருணை கூர்முகங்களாரும் கரங்கள் 12 கொண்டே ஒரு திருமுருகன் வந்து ஆங்கு உதித்தனன் உலகமுய்ய ஐங்கரன் சோதரனே ஆறுமுகத்தோனே முருகனே குமரனே இறைவனே போற்றி இருள் மாயை நீக்கும் ஒளிதனை காட்டி ஓங்கிடும் செயல் வீரனே போற்றி ஓமெனும் பிரணவப் பொருளே இருவினை அகற்றும் உருவே அன்புடன் உன் புகழ் பாடும் அடியவர் கருள்வாய் போற்றி நீலமயிலேறி புன்னகை சூடி குஞ்சரி குரமாதுடன் வருவாய் போற்றி.
I am Srilasri, Dr. Mohana Veni Swamigal.
Okay.
I come from Kuala Lumpur in Malaysia. We have an ashram there, very, very small ashram.
Where about?
In Kuala Lumpur, Desa Pandan, which is part of Kampung Pandan.
Okay.
And I am a practicing doctor, and part of my clinic is used as the ashram, where nobody stays, but we have meditation every Saturdays. And our meditation is only for those who actually want to realize God. And we are not telling them to realize Pamban Swamigal or realize Murugan, but just realize the God within you. And beside me is Christine, who is born as a Catholic, and we don't know when she actually decided that she is a Hindu. At the end of the day, all religions are leading us to the same, in the same direction.
Okay.
And why Pamban Swamigal is because in 1989, my guru, whom I have seen in the flesh, Ramachandra Swamigal, came from Thiruparamkundram near Madurai, and he was a disciple of Pamban Swamigal. He's no more. And he came to Malaysia for the first time. I met him. And at that time, I was married for 5 years and I didn't have a child. So my mother was very keen that I should have a child, which was not actually my want. And he gave me the Shanmuga Kavasam, written by Pamban Swamigal. I told him I do not know Tamil very much. And he said, it doesn't matter, I got it in English for you. So surprisingly, it was so beautiful. I didn't understand it, but it made a lot of sense within me. And I started reading it and I memorized all 30 verses of it in just 7 days. And in a language that I'm not very familiar with. And I found it so beautiful that my realization towards God was greater than actually having to want a child. And 1.5 years after this, my daughter was born, and she's around here somewhere. You will see her. And when I received this child, my question is, how do I say thank you, Swamigal, to you for this? And he appeared to me, and he appears all the time to me, Pamban Swamigal, and he said, start a private clinic, which I never wanted. I always wanted to practice in the government sector. So I said, okay. He showed me where I should have it, what I should do about it. And so we started the clinic. And surprisingly, I didn't have much money on hand at that time. And I said, I don't have the money. But my guru told me, don't worry, it will come, which happened. And we used it to start the clinic, all in very, very odd ways, but not illegal manner. And so the clinic still runs. I'm not passionate about my practice anymore, because for every patient who comes, I'm not thinking about what medicine I should give, but how I can promote them to go towards God. Malaysia being a very Muslim country, it is surprising that many people who are Muslims and Malays at that actually come to us to ask for help. And we are very, very helpful about it. This does not involve any form of money. We are just doing, and we don't promote Pamban Swamigal. You will see Pamban Swamigal pictures all over my ashram, but we don't promote him, because I don't think he wanted that sort of promotion. That's what I get. And I follow everything that he tells me. He was born somewhere around 1852, and to a very religious family, and he was always in love with Lord Muruga. And he was born in Pamban. He lived in Pamban. That's why his name Pamban Swamigal.
It's somewhere close to Rameswaram, isn't it?
Yes, yes, very, just next door.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he would visit Murugan every day, on the roadside, praying to him. And he was physically, mentally, emotionally a very, very strong personality. And he had gurus in his lifetime. I honestly cannot repeat all that to you, because all that doesn't make a difference to me now. And he went on, he got married, he had children. And then he left his wife and children, and he decided to go on his own. So his followers, he had followers who followed him, but at a particular area he drew a line and said, "You don't cross this, I'm on my way." And as he went with hardly any money or any luxuries on his part or comforts, Murugan was there to guide him. Even when thorns pricked his feet, somebody would come and say, "I had a dream, so I'm giving you chappals to wear." Things like that. At every point he had this. And finally he settled in Chennai. Thiruvanmayur, in Thiruvanmayur is where his samadhi is. He lived in a house with his devotees. He had one disciple whose samadhi is also in the same area near the beach now. And now he attained samadhi, Godhead, in 1929. So that makes it almost 90 years now? 89 years, which has finished his Guru Puja in May. She just reminded me that one of his great tests was when he was so fully into this Muruga and everything. And in Chennai, his leg got fractured, his bones got fractured. And he was admitted to the general hospital, and he prayed to Muruga. It's not that I'm worried about my leg, but people will say, "You never took care of me, and how do I answer that? How do I protect you?" And so his people with him were chanting the prayers and his kavasam and all the words. He has got 6,666 songs that he has sung, which are in 2 compilations at the moment and translated. Very difficult to get those copies now, actually. And when he was lying on the bed and praying, he saw a vision of a baby Murugan lying next to him, and 2 golden peacocks dancing, and 6 veils holding his fractured limb. And it was a compound fracture. And the white doctor who was there, British doctor, had already said it had to be amputated. So that's when he appealed to Murugan and said, "What do they say about you? It's not about me." And in 12 days, the x-rays are still available, the ward is still there, the bed is still kept as a museum thing in Chennai. And in 12 days, he walked out of the hospital, all healed. So that's one of the,
it's
if you want a
unbelievable.
miracle, if you want a miracle, but actually daily our lives are a miracle, because for me, for her, he talks to us and gives us direction every day. Do this or don't do this, or stay quiet. So we have gone through so much, and we are very happy with the instructions that come daily, and even now he gave us an instruction at the temple, because I didn't know why I had to come. I didn't want to come.
Okay.
I said, "Why am I coming to a temple? I don't need a temple." And she said, "No, Murugan is calling me, I have to go." And because she's driving alone, I came along with her. And I said, "Okay, let's see what's happening here." And that is something that had to be rectified. We have done our best.
Can you tell me something about yourself?
Well, I'm very happy to be.
Turn around here.
I'm very happy to be associated to Pamban Swamigal, and I think my life has changed tremendously. Though there were numerous ups and numerous downs, but I think it was worth it. And now I'm walking the life that I want to walk with my guru.
So how did you, because you know each other earlier, is it?
No, it is by chance.
Yeah.
Because I was a teacher and I was very, very ill. One of my students approached my guru and said, you have to help this teacher of mine. And when my guru found out that I was a Christian, immediately she said, will she accept vibhuti or not? Then my students said, don't worry, anything also can, because they were crying because I was not waking up from anesthesia. And once they applied the vibhuti, I woke up. And all the time they were pestering me to come and see my guru. But because they told me that she didn't wear shoes, I said no.
At that time, I was not
I said no, I'm not going to go to see anyone who's not going to wear shoes,
Why?
Well, because I had a lot of different experiences.
People who perform
So I said no. Then she says, never mind, you just go and say thank you. So I said, okay, on the 31st of December 2005, I stepped into the ashram and I found my home. And I never left.
So, tell me about the followers. How many followers are there at the moment?
Followers, if you say ardent, a handful.
Yeah.
Right? And they're carrying on with their lives, but we have a temple in Denkil. Have you heard of Denkil?
From where?
Denkil. Nearer the airport, about 20 minutes from KLIA. There's a little town called Denkil, which is an up and coming area. So into the estates, we built a temple.
No, Shalam.
No.
This is near
Sapang, near the airport.
Okay. All turned
It's all,
upside down anyway.
It's a very beautiful temple.
Yeah, we will come.
And Pamban Swamigal. We have both. We've done it in the same design as in India, wherever the temples are. So it's more a Sittar temple than any other temple. And we have peacocks just walking around.
Is it?
A lot. If you come back to Malaysia,
Yeah,
you
definitely
must
will
visit
come,
our
because
temple.
these are all divine plane. I never planned this trip to see you, See, look at that.
You're here?
Of course, I'm here 30 years,
Okay, and your last visit to Malaysia?
Malaysia, I was in 2 years back.
திரிவேலுடன் சேவற் கொடியாட ஆறெழு தொழிக்க வருவாய் போற்றி உன்னிரு மலர்த்தாளினை காட்டி இகபர சௌபாக்கியம் அருள்வாய் போற்றி தமிழ் தந்த தெய்வமே எங்களின் செல்லமே கௌமார தலைவனே போற்றி போற்றி.